morning. Don't look too bad out there. Bit cloudy. Trouble is, it did rain in the night. I mean, it wasn't forecast yesterday, but it did rain. So of course tent's wet through now, which is great. Does make things more difficult. I'm gonna have to try to dry it off later. Right, time to pack up. I'll make a cuppa first. Looks like another nice morning. Tent's wet though, thanks to the rain in the night, which wasn't forecast before, but hey. Oh look, we've got a bit of a cloud inversion thing going on over there. Again, there's repeated, leave no trace apart from a piece of flattened grass. Morning, it's day 5. And just about to set off. Had quite a good night's sleep actually. Woke up about 3, and it was raining, which wasn't forecast originally, but it didn't last long, but sadly long enough to wet the tent through. So I've tried to dry it off a bit this morning as best I can in the sun, but it's not really dried. So I think when the sun's fiercer later, I'll get it out when I have a break. Try to dry it off a bit more because pretty sure I'll be camping again tonight. So heading towards Bodmin for a start. So Bodmin is going to be the first major stop, I think, but I'll just stop as and when I feel like it on the way. It's been a cracking camp this at Dinas, Hillfort. Really spectacular. Good views all around, but then I guess that's why they chose this spot for a fort. So that makes sense, and a cracking sunset last night. So looks like a nice day. Tomorrow's not looking so hot. It gives rain all day tomorrow, sadly. So I'll see what I'm going to do tomorrow night. But for now, let's enjoy the sunshine. That was horrible and a bit stupid really. Had to come down a B road just now. I didn't realise how busy it was going to be. I suppose it's rush hour traffic. A kind lady stopped and offered to give me a lift to somewhere because she says the road was horrid. And I said, oh, very grateful for you stopping, but I'm on a walking challenge. I need to walk every step of the way. She says, oh, well, I won't tell if you won't, but I didn't. It's not the ethos, is it? I would know. And that's the most damning part of it. So I didn't accept the lift. I'd iced with death and just jumped up on the verge for many minutes at a time, but I would not. I'm going to stay off the busy B roads, definitely, but now I'm on the minor roads for a bit, so that should be good. I'm sure I just heard a peacock as well. Must be one nearby. Another abandoned old tin man by the look of it. Stopped for a little break, not far away from the village of Dinas. Now, I don't actually go into Dinas, but Here's a fun fact. When Winston Graham wrote the Poldark series, he took the names of the characters from some of the places in Cornwall. Like Ross Poldark's wife, one of the main characters, was called Demelza. And a bit further on today we go near Warlegan, which is the name of one of the other main characters. So yeah, I've read the books, not watched the series, but the books are good, I can recommend them. Don't know if you can see, but the road is steaming. There's steam coming off it, it's really odd. Just saw a water source, and I didn't have that much water left, so I thought, why not use it as an opportunity to filter some. I don't know, it's just, there's something about the act of filtering your own water that makes you feel like a real rugged adventurer out on a real adventure. But just to be on the safe side, I did put a couple of water purification tablets in as well, just to stop any nasties. So fully topped up with water and good to go. It just takes a bit longer with a Sawyer mini squeezer, you know what I'm talking about. Just a trickle. I love little finds like this, just makes the journey all the more special. Ah, yes please. Another delightful little village. Drummoor Bridge I think it's called. This must be the bridge, presumably. Just going to take this opportunity to have a cuppa and try to dry my tent out a bit while it's sunny. Camping is such simplicity. Let you dry off a bit. Oh yeah, there may be chocolate involved as well. I've just literally seen the cat cross. Lovely little tabby. In Bodmin now, it's a massive long hill. Just before it seemed to go on for miles, but all I've got to do now is walk down into the town, and I think I'll look for something nice to eat. Yeah, think of it, something nice. Stopped at a cafe, the Mad Hatter's Cafe in Bodmin, and had a lovely, massive jacket potato and cheese and beans and loads of cheese and some lovely salad. Very reasonable, it filled a hole. So now I'm just trying to get out of Bodmin alive. They don't seem to go much for pedestrians in Cornwall, I've noticed, when you get in the major towns and cities. Apart outside of the centre, there's not that much provision for them, so just hope I can safely do what it is I intend to do, which is find a little walkway, pick up a B road and then pick up the minor roads. Just hope it's not too busy. Hope this track does what I want it to do as well. Hope it goes over the major A road that goes past the town. I tell you what, I think it'd be easier to escape Bodmin jail than to escape Bodmin itself. Then I've got to go up a B road. I've got no alternative but to go up a B road, so just hope it's going to be quite a quiet one, not like this morning's. Going over the 30 again. I did originally think I could come from Bodmin along this track, but it doesn't. It doesn't go right to Bodmin, so it's a good job I didn't. So the only way I could really do it was the way that I did it. along the B road, which wasn't as busy as the one this morning. There was an A road to cross over, which could have been easy because it was a pedestrian crossing, but it was out of action. But luckily a couple of cars took pity and let me through. But coming back into the countryside now. Quite steep coming up there, but we've hit this tarmac track, so I think it should be easier from now on. If you can hear a load of bikes in the background, just because I think there's been sadly a funeral for a motorcyclist, because a hearse passed me and on the way to the crematorium, and there must have been about 100 motorcycles behind it. This is a pleasant track. It's a bridleway, but I can hear the skylarks singing, and it's just quite a pleasant plot along here. I'm just taking it easy now. About 6 o'clock in the evening, so I'm just walking it out because I've got a couple of camping spots in mind. There's these areas of downland, and hopefully I'll be able to tuck in there somewhere on one of them. Back to the lovely views again. Missed those yesterday. Change of plan, folks. I had every intention of walking down to the downs and finding a camping spot, but I passed this lovely campsite here, and you know, they don't always accept tents, but there's a notice saying that they did. I didn't know if they'd be open because it was gone 6, but then somebody went in ahead of me, and so to check in, and so I knew there must be. And yeah, they were fine about fitting my tent in for the night. It's only a tenner a night, and there are showers, hot showers, a hairdryer, water close by, and well, it seemed a bit of a no-brainer really. Yeah, I know I should have, well, I can't really suppose, but to be honest, I could have done with a rest. I was ready to stop. I was really tired, my feet were pounding. I had all that bother trying to get out of Bodmin, so it's just nice to have an evening to relax and just chill really. So yeah, I'm going to take it. Yeah, it's been a bit of a feet pounding day, you know. Lot of walking on roads, and to Bodmin, first of all down that horrible B road, and this lady stopped and offered to give me a lift. She said, "This road's horrible, let me take you down to off it." And I was very tempted, but I says no, I'm on a walking challenge, I've got to walk every step of the way. And she said, "Oh, but you know, only you and me and no." And I says no. So I slogged it out down that busy road, and then picked up quiet country roads that were a lot more pleasant to Bodmin, which is a funny place really. Didn't seem all that nice really. I mean, the cafe was lovely, but it just seemed a bit, I don't know, deprived. And like I say, it was so much trouble getting out of it, I'd sort of go the long way around, and I did quite a steep climb up through the woods, and then on this track that ended up a lot nicer actually than it began. And then, like I say, I was going to walk along to the downs, and I saw this campsite, and that was that. So it's I've had a good chance to rest, had something to eat, got hot chocolate on the go, and yep, cheers everyone. And then I will get my head down quite early tonight because I nearly fell asleep having my lunch. And yep, so see you all tomorrow.